Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be going over some of the new gameplay on Fly Explosives, giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to have extreme fun in it, showing you guys how to win to get your wins up in Fortnite Battle Royale. Obviously we've got the duo and the squad version of this that you guys can pop on into, and basically going over some fun methods with some gameplay clips, because I know a lot of you have been asking for me to just talk over some of my gameplay recently. So I thought, you know, let's do it with this new game mode. It's a really enjoyable game mode. It's quite easy to win if you know what you're doing. And if you know some certain techniques with the explosive weapons, you can get pretty cool moments and some pretty easy wins with you and your friends. Now, the two current methods of playing this game mode are solo and duo. We could probably expect not solo and duo, squads and duo. We can probably expect solo to appear very soon. Solo itself has been confirmed to come into the game. It just may not. I actually didn't expect this game mode to release today. I expected it to release next week, but obviously they've brought it out and they must have something else planned for next week. So awesome game mode. Get onto it, guys, while you can. You can try out a bunch of different stuff. The best technique to use is simply keep jumping with your jetpack and have a double rocket so you can always predict where they're going to land. Now, there's a lot of fights that I get into where, well, basically they are quite difficult to win if you're both flying and trying to shoot each other. So you've got to be careful with that aspect of it. But some players you get against just don't jump with it. They don't expect to know what's happening. By the looks of it, that player there, he fell down. He was like trying to open a chest or collect something up. And he just didn't react in time. Here again, if someone doesn't have a jetpack, you've got a huge advantage on them, and you can almost get a win every single time against the player, or get the kill or elimination, if I'd like to say. But yeah, that's the best technique, guys. Keep that jetpack going up and down. So if you're playing a game and you haven't already got a jetpack, one of the main things to do is focus the jetpack straight away on Fly Explosives. And if you kill someone, check how much duration their jetpack had left on it. Once you check their jetpack, if their green is high, like if their bar's higher, see down there at the bottom right, I've got my jetpack there and the bar's like full and before it wasn't, make sure you swap your jetpack out for theirs, because it means your jetpack will last a lot longer. This technique is something I apply to every single jetpack game. Obviously jetpacks are only in for a certain amount of time, so get the use out of them while you can. Awesome item to try out, and definitely is worth flying around the map and taking some awesome kills and awesome moments if you can. Now, I have been planning a few myth busting videos for you guys as well. If you are interested in seeing some of them, they will be popping very soon. I've also got some story videos coming out soon as well. They're a little bit different, a little twist on the story, which kind of just goes over the map in general. Now, that's our new video anyway, so that'll be coming for you guys very soon. I hope you are looking forward to that little series type thing. I'll hopefully be doing a series with myth busting as well. If Playground LTM does stay in the game, it allows me and my friends to do more myth busting for you guys, so hopefully we can introduce that as a future series on the channel. But currently the only series we have running is the How to Win series, which pops every now and then, and also the series on the story ideas and the theories related to Fortnite Battle Royale. Other than that, I cover every single news and every single kind of tips and tricks and stuff like that randomly on my channel. Obviously news is completely random and it could pop up at any moment, so make sure to hit that notification bell so you can keep you guys up to date with that. Anyway, some little tips on this: make sure you do carry some med packs or something. Don't just carry potions, because we're now in a situation where me and Adambi both don't have many meds at all. So a little bit sad, but it is the situation, and there we are. We trapped him in there just because we both didn't have meds and we just having a little troll around. But yeah, with this new game mode, you can have little bits of fun like that. So me and Rain have decided, you know, we can get some cool rocket riding situations on this. Got a nice little kill on this guy really easily there, and I've decided, well, it is a fun game. You've got the jetpack, so you're not going to take fall damage, so why not use that rocket ride technique and go right up to the top of the map and try and get some kills from up there. So you'll notice in a second, me and Rain tried doing that. It's actually really funny, and it's a good technique to use. So you can see here, off I go on my rocket up to the sky. Wasn't the best one, it was just a standard one. Unfortunately, we've got some better ones later for you guys. That was a pretty bad one, to be fair, so unfortunately that was just a fail, like straight into the tree. But some rocket rides aren't the best, but later on I actually get a kill from using a rocket ride, which is absolutely awesome, and I highly recommend you guys trying that sort of stuff out with your friends there and then. This game mode is not the funnest of all the game modes that I've personally played. It wouldn't be my favorite one, but it definitely comes up there as one of the top 4, I'd probably say, for me. Not top 10, because that'd be a bit extreme. Top 4 out of all the game modes. And with number 1 for me would probably be the first or the second sniper only, when it was hunting rifles and snipers only. That was the most funnest one, in my opinion. Then second, it'd be 50v50, which is just really fun in most situations. And then third, it'd probably be, I do like the actual close encounters one, just because it was absolutely trolley. And then fourth, it would probably be high explosives. And then fifth, I did like the golden one a little bit. But they're really the awful game modes we've had generally. There isn't that many we've had. I'm not a big fan of Playground personally. I wouldn't really class that as a game mode. Playground's good for testing stuff out. But yeah, you can see here we're going for a massive rocket ride. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any enemies on that rocket ride. But you can see the amount of height you can get. And if you get the angle perfect, you could technically travel to the other side of the circle. I definitely feel like the rocket riding technique is useful on this, and pulling it off isn't too hard if you can get the timing perfect. Me and Rain always count down and we jump at the right moment, so you got like 3, 2, 1, and you jump on it and you get on it, and boom, you're off with the rocket ride. Generally, it's better with the rocket launcher than it is with the guided missile, so the RPG is definitely better to use. The reason for that is because the RPG allows you endless travel until you hit the height limit, whereas the guided missile has got a limit on it. Guided missile is an awesome weapon, but personally it doesn't go on my list for like my top weapons to use in this game mode. By far, the RPG does come up there as number 1. The grenade launcher, probably number 2, and the guided missile, the third. It's just a completely useless item. Don't hate on me for saying that, because it's not completely useless overall, but it's just the actual effectiveness of it, the damage and the speed. It just doesn't work very well when someone's just jumping straight over it with a jetpack, so the best thing to use generally would be the normal RPGs. I have to admit, they are probably the best thing to use on this game mode. You can get some easy RPG kills very simply by just getting perfectly timed shots in on players, and you can get some nice and simple kills really, stuff that you wouldn't really expect to get in Fortnite, but you can pull them off if you can get some easy shots off. Me and Rain batter a bunch of people using these RPG techniques, and building is quite key on it as well. Keep an eye on the health of your, like, should I say, your jetpack, because you don't want your jetpack to actually lose all its duration. Obviously you want to keep your eye on your normal health as well, but keep an eye on the jetpack. It is really ideal to keep an eye on it and make sure that enemies don't kind of just get advantage of it, and make sure if you start running a little bit low, start to build a little bit, then jetpack, build a little bit, jetpack, so then they're getting a little bit confused, and then you'll probably be able to get a nice little shot off at some point on perfect timing and get an easy kill. So here me and Rain, I don't know what was going on, our like kind of that angle was just bad, but this is when I actually get my kill using the RPG. Watch this one out, guys. So Rain sends me flying up, and we missed it the first time, and we go again. We got like 3, 2, 1 jump, and there we go, we're off, and this is basically it. Watch this one, guys. This is absolutely crazy. So I'm flying up over the mountain, and I actually hate that mountain. The amount of times I've died from fall damage from it. Looking around for enemies, trying to get on like supply crates and stuff, don't see any, and then suddenly there are some enemies on this building here. They have no idea I'm right above them, so a perfect opportunity to me to fire some rockets at them. They're getting easy down there with that rocket there. Nice little fall damage down. The other guy somehow survived the fall damage, but it's alright. I've still got some rockets going in at him, and this guy actually takes a while to beat. I've not really come against someone, well, I have come against a few people like this, but I've not come against anyone that took this long to kill using rockets. I feel like just because of the jetpacks, it allows you to maneuver a lot in the air, and if you're consistently in the air high enough, you're going to dodge a lot of the rocket explosion, and you're probably not going to take any damage at all. A very effective method, and it is an easy way of taking out enemies and kind of getting your win. But what I had here was the height, and having the height advantage gave me a huge advantage. But obviously I dropped down, and I'm like, oh no, why have I jumped down from here? I'm thinking to myself, that was a bad move. Part now we're both on the same height, like ground, and then I decided, you know, we got to get straight back up here to get that height advantage. So what I do here is just build a little bit of height, use my jetpack, try and get some shots off again. Unfortunately, the guy just keeps moving. There's the first hit, guys, so that's 1 hit so far. He's not hit me though, which is good. Keeping that height, and at this situation now I thought it was over because my jetpack was out of fuel, but luckily he was running low on fuel as well, so he kept running that direction. I try and change my jetpack out to get a jetpack with more fuel. Keeping an eye on that fuel again. That duration of your jetpack is very key, making sure it doesn't run out. And some of these shots, I'm just surprised they're not hitting at all. A lot of them look like they're going to kill him, and he just moves in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he gets very, very lucky, to be fair. Them last 3 shots are very easily kind of targetable. He dodges even the guided missile. So I go again, I kind of predict him where he's going. I miss again, and the final shot here, an easy kill. I don't know why he was trying to use like a bounce pad or whatever he was trying to do then, but I got an easy kill on him, and it worked out pretty well. So when it comes down to the last stage of this, there is actually only 2 players left. Me and Rain were trying to get a rocket kill from the sky for the winning kill, which would be absolutely awesome. If any of you guys are playing Fortnite and you've gone for any cool trick shots like that, feel free to send them on Twitter at postboxpat, which means I could check them out, and you never know, I may add them in one of my upcoming gameplays if it's a pretty good one, or I may make a montage of it, or Rain may put it in one of his montages. We'll have to see exactly what is going on with that sort of stuff. I've been sent a few clips, but nothing like MLG or absolutely absolutely pro. So feel free, if you do get a good moment with your RPG, like in the sky, and you manage to kill like 3 or 4 people up there using your rocket ride, or maybe your rocket's moving and you get a lovely shot of a grenade launcher or something like that, feel free to send it on Twitter at postboxpat, and I'll definitely check out your clips that you send me. I always check out people's stuff they send me on Twitter. It's the best place to get in contact with me, and it's the best place to send stuff to me over there. So it's an awesome location, and I really do like going on Twitter to check out what you guys are up to. So in this situation right now, what we're doing is we're trying to take out one of the players. We couldn't figure out where the other one was until I noticed he was over there by the east. I say to Rayan, let's just eliminate this guy. We were trying to troll him, maybe we were trying to get the rocket ride on this guy, but we thought, you know, there's another player we can have a go in it. So let's get this guy out of the game pretty quick. We don't want him messing around. I get a nice little hit on him then. He's still there with a decent amount of health though. Unfortunately, he gets a hit on me, but it's alright. I build to get myself out of the situation. I get some more height on him and get the kill. Almost got the kill there. We've both not got jetpacks now, so that building technique was very useful. And then I finally get a shot off him there, and I managed to get the kill. So now I need a jetpack so Rain can rocket ride me, so we can try and take out the last opponent using the rocket ride technique. So what I do here is I activate a few minis, get my health up, just in case the guy does manage to get a little bit of damage on me. But to be fair, I probably still got one-shotted by a rocket anyway. But there you are, we rocket ride up, and this is the moment, guys. This is when I have to hit it, but unfortunately, I just don't hit it. I get the perfect location, but he does move, and he manages to dodge it. He probably saw me get rocket rided, and he knows I'm behind him. He's trying to build all different angles. I just keep firing shots in. He builds a nice little base there, maybe to med himself up. Maybe one of them did do a little bit of damage, but obviously knockout was 102. So now I'm in a position where I'm kind of just thinking, you know, we may as well get the win now. Me and Rain were like, come on, we can do one more rocket ride, surely. But doing a rocket ride now would send me into the storm. So I thought, you know, it's time to get the kill, get that victory royale, and get that win. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's gameplay. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you like these sort of commentaries, leave a comment down below, because I hope to do more of these in the future if you guys enjoy them. Don't forget, if you're new around here, stick around for daily Fortnite content, hit that notification bell, and once again, this is postboxpat, signing out.